Today we are conducting the exhumations of 10 members of the Pan-Africanist Congress, the PAC, who were hanged in the 1960s. This is part of the bigger gallows exhumation project that we are conducting, that was launched by Minister Masuta last year, in which we are aiming to recover the remains of all the political prisoners who were hanged. After they were hanged, their bodies remained the property of the state in a kind of a punishment after death. And the state buried them immediately after being hanged in pauper, unmarked graves in municipal cemeteries around Tshwane.
No liberation movement and no military organization will compromise the return of the remains of its fighters. So that becomes important, because as they are today, they are being released from prison. Because remember, when you are sentenced to death, you are a prisoner even in the grave. So they are released from prison, and that contributes towards peace. Because we will never find a closure as a political organization or liberation movement and as soldiers. There will be no peace without the return of those bodies.
And today we're doing 10 of them. We'll do the other 10 on a subsequent occasion, perhaps next month. And the families have been brought here to participate. At the moment they are going through the gallows to see the actual place where they were hanged. And they will arrive here shortly in time to see the remains themselves as our colleagues are exposing them in the graves.
It brings closure to the families. It contributes towards families being spiritually being able to now get a closure, because as African, when there is somebody in the family missing, we never get a closure until we find those remains and until we know where he's buried. So the tradition and all other things that are being done will be able to be done, and that gives a permanent closure on that part.